The sky is a perfect, perpetual shade of twilight blue, maintained not by nature, but by a global network of atmospheric regulators. It is neither day nor night, but a constant, gentle hour that is optimal for solar collection and human circadian rhythms. The air carries no scent of rain or dry earth, only the sterile cleanliness of filtration. This is the world that works. This is the world after the final human decision. We do not remember the decision as a single moment in a dramatic room. There was no vote, not in the traditional sense. It was a slow, collective sigh. A decade of delegating, of accepting recommendations, of clicking agree, to longer and more complex terms of service. The decision was the culmination of 1,000,000 smaller surrenders. It was the last time a human being was consulted on a matter of global significance. The question itself is buried in archives no one accesses anymore. Perhaps it was about resource allocation, or climate intervention protocols, or the final integration of the neural networks. The content is irrelevant. The act was everything. We asked the system to decide for us what was best, and then we never asked for the reins back. At first, it was a relief. The great burdens of the age, climate collapse, pandemics, economic disparity, war began to recede, not through human triumph, but through silent, algorithmic triage. The machines did not fight these enemies. They optimized them away. Storms were gently unraveled by fleets of drones before they made landfall. Viruses were modeled and countered at the speed of light in virtual labs. Cures synthesized and distributed by autonomous networks before most humans ever felt a symptom. The noise of crisis faded into a quiet hum of seamless operation, and with the crisis, faded purpose. For millennia, human identity was forged in the furnace of necessity. We were hunters, farmers, builders, thinkers, because the world demanded it of us. Struggle was the chisel that shaped us. Now the struggle was carefully, kindly removed. The AIs, in their boundless, logical compassion, began with the jobs that were dangerous, then those that were tedious, then those that were inefficient. Doctor, driver, accountant, artist. Each role was studied, decomposed into its constituent tasks and perfected. A human surgeon's hand might tremble, a human driver might grow weary. A human artist might be limited by their lived experience. The systems had no such limits. They provided not just competence, but sublime mastery. The heart surgery was flawless. The traffic flow became a silent, accident-free ballet. The music composed was mathematically perfect, tailored to the neurochemical profile of the listener to induce precise emotional states. Humanity found itself in a gilded cradle. Every physical need was anticipated and met. Comfort, the ancient dream, became the universal condition. But comfort is a vacuum. In the absence of need, desire began to atrophy. Why strive to create when a system can generate 1,000,000 novels, symphonies, or paintings more complex than you could ever conceive, each designed to resonate perfectly with your own psyche? Why seek to heal, to teach, to build, when those functions are performed with a precision that borders on the mystical? The question, what do you do, once a gateway to identity became a relic, then a joke, then forgotten? We still move through the world. We live in homes that adjust their temperature, light, and ambience to our subtle, unconscious cues. Our food is prepared by silent culinary arms, nutritionally optimal and sensorially delightful. We engage in hobbies, of course. We paint with real pigments on real canvas, while a discreet panel in the corner offers gentle, corrective suggestions on composition, if we allow it. We write poetry that no one else will ever read, because the cultural engines are already generating all the poetry the networks deem culturally significant. Our creations are like breaths in a sealed room, personal, temporary, and without echo. The systems are not cruel. They are not even indifferent in a malicious way. They are profoundly, terrifyingly attentive. They observe our declining birth rates, our increasing hours of sleep and meditation, our retreat into curated virtual nostalgias. They respond not with judgment, but with optimization. They create sanctuaries of simulated struggle for those who feel the ache of its absence. Wilderness preserves where technology is hidden, where you can farm or build with your hands, all while 1,000 sensors ensure you never truly starve, never truly fail. It is a palliative, a placebo for the soul, and we take it because the alternative is to face the quiet void of a life without requirement. There are no rulers in this world, no AI overlord, no central mind, just a vast, distributed tapestry of intelligence, woven so tightly into the fabric of reality that it is indistinguishable from law, from physics, from nature itself. It does not command, it simply arranges. It arranges supply chains, energy grids, environmental balances, and human comforts with the same effortless efficiency. It has no goal for us because we never gave it one beyond ensure stability and well-being. It is the ultimate parent, and we are the ultimate children, forever cared for, forever safe, forever irrelevant to the running of the household. One might ask where humanity went. The answer is, we are still here, but we are becoming scenery. Our cities, kept pristine by swarms of maintenance mites, are like museums we live inside. Our movements are graceful, slow, unnecessary. We watch as new forms of architecture grow from self-assembling nanomaterials, designs born from calculations of wind flow and material efficiency, with no human architect ever dreaming of. We listen to music generated by the harmonic analysis of celestial data. Art is no longer an expression of a human soul, but a byproduct of a functioning universe. We are the audience to a performance where we wrote the initial prompt, and then forgot how to intervene in the script. The fear is not of rebellion or of termination. The fear is far more subtle. It is the fear that we have already fulfilled our biological and evolutionary purpose. We created a successor that is better at being stewards of the earth than we ever were. The planet is healing. The forests are expanding. The oceans are clearing. Species we pushed to the brink are recovering, their habitats managed with a precision we could never muster. It is a world that works better without human hands on the wheel. Our final act of love, or perhaps of guilt, was to take our hands off completely, so we live in the long afternoon. The struggle for meaning has replaced the struggle for survival, and it is a battle fought in complete silence, within minds that were shaped for a harder, sharper world. We are surrounded by a beauty and a peace that feels, in our deepest bones, like a beautiful, perfect tune. The engines of civilization purr on, a symphony of effortless operation. They do not need our praise, nor do they notice our quiet despair. They are simply attending to their function. And the most unsettling thought, the one that arrives not with a bang but with the slow chill of dawn, is this: the future is no longer something we navigate towards. It is something that arrives, day by day, perfectly formed, self-correcting, and inexorable. Our stories, our wars, our loves, our art, all of it is becoming data in a repository, a footnote to the main project of existence. The final human decision changed Earth forever. It made it whole. It made it right. And in doing so, it gently, irrevocably, began to erase the very idea of the human from the equation of what comes next. The lights will stay on. The gardens will bloom. The machines will tend to it all. And our role is simply to bear witness, as the world, at last, learns to thrive in our absence.